Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Onion Knight Refia. So let's begin from her stats. Like you can see that her stats is quite amazing, especially on the normal form, because on normal form she gets plus 400 attack. So yes, that's pretty high. Okay, so you can reach high attack stats when using her normal form. And I think her normal form is, yeah, maybe a little bit better compared to her prep shift form, because like you can see that here on normal form she has 50% aquatic and 150% undead killer, but on her prep shift form she only gets 150% undead killer. Okay, and you will see later that her normal form has more chaining family. So yes, on normal form she is more suited to become a chainer, but on Brave Shift maybe she is more like support. But yes, do not need to worry, because on her Brave Shift form she is also quite good, because like you can see that on both form she has 200% true dual wield, and yes, she also get 200% chain damage modifier on both forms. So really nice. But that's all about her passive. Now let's take a look on her normal form. So her normal form, she able to chain with Stardust Ray, and it is only single target. But for AoE, she can chain with Absolute Mirror of Equity and Aurel Ray. And actually, she also able to chain with Onion Slice, but I think you won't bother with Onion Slice. But again, you still gonna use at least one Onion Slice if you need to imperil the enemy, because using her Onion Slice, she can imperil 4 elements: wind, water, fire, and earth by 100%. So yes, that's the only function of Onion Slice, because yes, it is very hard to chain, so only use it once. And her true power comes out on 5th turn, because on the 5th turn you can use your cooldown ability, which gonna increase your damage modifier for your Stardust Ray, Mirror of Equity, and Aurel Ray. And like you can see that her Aurel Ray deals 78 times damage, so I can say maybe she's the most powerful Aurel Ray chainer at this point of the game. But if you take a look on Stardust Ray, it is also pretty decent, because it is above average. Her normal Stardust Ray damage 72 times, so it is on par with other Neo Vision, but when she uses her cooldown ability, it becomes 92 times. So she is better than most old Neo Vision in terms of damage modifier. Same for Mirror of Equity. So very nice on offensive department. She also able to help you on battle by doing provoke. So this is really dangerous, and I don't think you will ever use her as a provoker, unless of course it is emergency or you have make her into 100% efficient character, because it's quite easy to make her, because it's true dual wield if you have high tier dagger or sword like Mastermind Son STMR and Van STMR. And yes, she also has dual white magic. It is quite nice because she has Curaja, so yes, she can heal quite nicely and can use full life as emergency situation. And she also able to buff your party, but it is not reliable or huge by any mean, because it is only 150% attack defense and 110% defense and spirit buff. Okay, so pretty mediocre, but she able to do that. And yes, like I have mentioned before, she able to imperil 4 elements, but also able to imbue herself with those 4 elements. Maybe this is not important, because she able to equip secondary weapon, because she is true dual wield, right? So this ability to imbue herself maybe not that good, but yes, it will come in handy when you want to max your attack, because usually elemental weapon has lower attack unless you have STMR, okay? And for Granny's ability, she can gives you 30% physical and magic mitigation when you fight against Reaper. So this is really good when you fight against Reaper, because remember, she also has Undead or Reaper Killer. So not only she is strong against that Reaper, but she also able to protect your ally from Reaper attack. So remember that this physical and magic mitigation stack with your normal physical and magic mitigation, which she able to cast on her Brave Shift form. So yes, when you fight against Undead or Reaper, make sure you use Onion Knight Refia. And her limit burst is super trash because it deals low damage even when she has like 117% limit burst damage. It is still trash. And the Imperial effect is simply lower than your Onion Slice attack. So simply ignore this limit burst on normal form. Okay, so enough about normal form. Let's take a look on her Brave Shift. So on her Brave Shift form, she only able to chain with Mirror of Equity and Aurel Ray. So yes, she loses ability to chain with Stardust Ray. It's okay because you can simply go back to that normal form. And she also able to feel 18 limit burst to all allies. So this is good because I have mentioned before that her limit burst is bad. So if you need to waste your limit burst crystals, maybe you can use it on this form to give limit burst to all allies. And I believe it is including herself. That means 24 LB cost to get 18 back. So you only need 6 LB crystals to make it full again. So very nice. And this is where she becomes quite interesting because she able to give 50% accuracy buff to all allies. So this is the reason why I said on the title she is almost Neo Vision Onion Knight. 50%, I'm not sure how useful this gonna be, but yeah, if the enemy has like 50% evasion stats, then this buff definitely gonna help. But let me remind you, this accuracy buff is not useful when the enemy evasion comes from buff. Same for Neo Vision Onion Knight. Okay, because it is a buff, not innate evasion. But still, I'm quite interested to see where this accuracy buff in the future. Okay, but on this point, I don't think this is any useful. Besides, you can simply bring 2 double hand characters. But yes, if you the enemy, let's say like have 200% physical evasion, if they do something cheap like that, then this maybe gonna be useful. And she also able to give 250% attack buff to all allies. So this is quite nice because 250% is quite high, okay? And she also able to give 10% damage boost for fire, water, wind, and earth damage. Only 10%, but definitely useful when needed. And she also able to not imbue, but raise elemental resist, fire, water, wind, and earth by 80%. So quite nice support here. And another thing is 50% physical and magic mitigation, which I have mentioned before. You can combine this with 30% physical magic mitigation Reaper edition on normal form. So quite nice. You can use it 2 times and it lasts for 5 turns. So bring her when you fight against Reaper or Undead. Okay, very nice. And Granny's ability to reflect is useless. So what? I never used reflect in if I can remember correctly, okay? Really not useful on this game. And for limit burst, it deals nice damage 110 times, but you won't make her into LB chainer because yes, like I said, LB chainer, it is 10 hits attack, so you cannot make it finisher. And she doesn't have limit burst damage passive. Limit burst damage boost passive. So yeah, don't use her if you want to use limit burst damage character. She is not suited for that. So that's all for Brave Shift form. Now let's talk about equipment, partner, and trial. So for equipment, I have mentioned before that she has maximum true dual wield. So this is very nice, okay? Usually on your vision level, we have like 100% or 150%, okay? Most characters. So that means you can save one accessory slot or one ability slot. You can replace it using killers. So yes, she only has 2 killers, but if you, let's say, want to make her into support chainer for your real attackers, you can do that. So for example, you want to use Awakened Dragon Axstar against Dragon, then you can give Onion Knight Refia with Dragon Killer because of her spare ability or accessory slot. Very nice, right? And she also able to equip most meta weapon on this game, okay? Maybe, yeah, only gun and fish that she cannot equip, but for katana, sword, great sword, she can equip that, okay? Very nice. So you have lots of options for elements, for killers. Nice for her, okay? And for partner, she can be used with anyone who able to chain with Stardust Ray, Mirror of Equity, Aurel Ray, and Onion Slice if you want to use it. And remember, like I said on the beginning, she is the most powerful Aurel Ray chainer. So maybe on Dark Vision, she gonna be useful because, yeah, on some battles we kinda use that Aurel Ray to bump our chain hit count. So using this, you can bump the damage and bump the damage and hit count at the same time. But beware, this is AoE attack, so yeah, it can stop when you kill the enemy. Okay, and an ability to impair 4 elements, definitely really nice. Let's say you partner her with Awakened Dragon Axstar. Awakened Dragon Axstar cannot imperil wind, earth, etc. But if you pair with her, you can do that, okay? And for trial, I can say that she can be used on all trials because she has access to 4 elements, and even when the enemy resists against those 4 elements, you can simply change her weapon and match her with other characters who able to imperil weak elements for that boss. And she has both AoE and single target attack, so very nice. She can be useful on Antenola where you need that AoE attack. Very nice character. But that's it, my conclusion for Onion Knight Refia. She is really good support chainer for most meta characters on this game, okay? But again, if you have her, it is nice, but I think if you don't have her, there is no need to chase for her because, yes, she is great, but not extraordinary. That's how I put it. She is not bad, okay? She is far from bad because of her versatility. But yes, she will become extraordinary when you fight against undead, but on normal situations, she is just like support or help chainer for your real DPS. Okay? And another thing I like about her is her STMR. Yes, maybe you say, what, this is really mediocre, only 160 attack, but again, this boosts your attack, defense, magic, spirit by 30%. So again, it can help you to reach your maximum stats boost easier and allow you to equip additional killer for your characters. So that's why I really like this, and this quite useful maybe for the arena because it can inflict confuse silence. But yes, that's it. Okay, and her Trust Master reward, too bad it is not that good. I don't recommend you to chase for this Trust Master. Only 50% attack boost, and it is restricted to sword. Yes, I know sword is one of the most used or meta weapon on this game, but still, restriction is restriction. And 50% LB gauge fill rate, I'm not sure whether it will be useful. Okay, so yep, I think that's all you need to know about Onionoid Refia. I think if you already have her, then you don't need to have Neovision Onionoid because they are about the same. But yes, Neovision Onionoid, of course, he is better in some department, but yeah, let's just watch my review about him later. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Private Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.